The door to hell, Turkmenistan's eternal fire pit. In the middle of a barren desert, flames roar from a giant crater carved into the earth. It never sleeps. It never fades. It's been burning for over 50 years, night and day, earning it the terrifying nickname, the door to hell. But this isn't mythology, it's real, and its origin lies in a Soviet gas drilling mission gone wrong. This is the astonishing story of how a man-made accident became one of Earth's strangest and most mesmerizing infernos. To find the door to hell, you have to venture deep into the Karakum Desert, which stretches across 350,000 square kilometers, nearly 70% of Turkmenistan. The name Karakum means black sand, and this landscape lives up to its name. It's dry, inhospitable, and sparsely populated, with searing summer temperatures and bone-dry winters. But hidden beneath its dunes lies one of the world's richest natural gas reserves, a powerful and dangerous resource. In 1971, a team of Soviet geologists and engineers arrived with drilling equipment, searching for fossil fuels to power the Soviet Union's energy ambitions. They identified a promising location and began operations. But what they didn't know was that the ground beneath them was hollow, a pressurized cavern filled with natural gas. As their equipment drilled into the earth, the ground suddenly gave way. The rig collapsed into a newly formed sinkhole, nearly 70 meters across and 20 meters deep. No lives were lost, but the damage was done, and worse, methane gas began seeping from the crater. The engineers quickly realized the leaking gas was hazardous. Methane is highly flammable and toxic, and if carried by wind, could threaten nearby settlements or poison the air and water. But in 1971, the Soviets didn't have the equipment to cap such a large leak. So instead, they made a fateful decision: light it on fire. They believed the gas would burn off within a few days, maybe a few weeks. It was a solution born of urgency and underestimation. The fire was set, but the gas never stopped. Instead of a brief flare-up, the fire roared to life and never died. More than 5 decades later, the flames are still burning. The crater glows with intense orange light, and jets of fire shoot up from dozens of vents across the pit. At night, the sky above it flickers. The heat can be felt from meters away. The scene is both beautiful and haunting. So why is it still burning? The short answer: no one really knows how deep the gas goes. The Karakum Desert is part of a massive geological gas basin, and the Darvaza crater, as it's officially called, likely taps into a network of underground reservoirs. These gas pockets are constantly releasing pressurized methane that continues to feed the flames. And because the crater was formed by collapse rather than planned drilling, its shape and structure are unstable, making it extremely dangerous to approach or seal. Modern efforts to study the crater suggest that it's expanding slowly, and the fire vents have grown more intense over time. Despite technological advances, there is still no safe way to extinguish it. Any attempt to smother it could cause further collapse, or even uncontrolled explosions. So the fire burns on, fueled by an invisible, endless source below. Soon after the fire began, local nomads and villagers gave it a name: the door to hell. The sight of a giant burning pit in the middle of the desert stirred deep emotions and fears. Some believed it was a portal to the underworld or a divine punishment for digging too deep into the earth. Others whispered it was cursed. As stories spread, so did the legend. By the early 2000s, satellite images began circulating online, and travelers from around the world became intrigued. What was once a Soviet secret was now an international curiosity. Today, hundreds of tourists make the long journey into the desert to stand on the crater's rim. There are no fences, no safety warnings, just wind, silence, and fire. At night, the crater illuminates the sand around it, like a beacon from another world. Turkmenistan's government has long wrestled with the fate of the crater. It's a strange paradox, part national embarrassment, part national icon. In 2010, Turkmen President Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov ordered the site be sealed. Yet the plan never moved forward. In 2022, his successor and son, Serdar Berdimuhamedov, renewed the call to extinguish the fire, citing environmental and economic concerns. He referred to the crater as burning valuable natural gas that could otherwise be used for export. Despite these concerns, no serious attempt has been made to put out the flames. Experts warn that sealing it might not even work and could make the situation worse. For now, the government has adopted a wait-and-see approach, allowing tourists to visit but maintaining a cautious distance. The door to hell has become more than an accident. It's a symbol of how human technology can trigger uncontrollable forces, and how even a minor miscalculation can create a legacy that outlives generations. Scientists have studied the crater for insights into extremophile microbes, organisms that survive in intense heat and toxic conditions. In 2013, explorer George Kourounis, sponsored by National Geographic, became the first person to descend into the crater wearing a heat-resistant suit. He collected soil samples and discovered bacteria thriving in the hot, methane-rich environment, offering potential clues to how life might exist on other planets. Photographers, filmmakers, and drone pilots continue to document the crater's eerie beauty. It has appeared in documentaries, science journals, and viral YouTube videos, but it's also sparked debate about environmental responsibility, resource waste, and our relationship with nature's power. In the end, the door to hell stands as a fiery monument to curiosity, error, and the unknown. It's a place that challenges logic and ignites the imagination. If you are fascinated by this burning mystery, please like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell for more incredible true stories from Earth's most mysterious places. And join us again on Human Odyssey Through Time, where history's most haunting events and people are brought back to life.